What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day. We are on our way to check out a 2019 Buick Enclave, I believe. The customer's stating that it's leaking coolant. She said it leaked out of coolant out, she topped it off, and then now it's fine. So we're going over there, we're gonna diagnose it, see if we can figure out where that coolant leaked out at, and quote accordingly. So you got your key?
I made it home. You know, that's all I know.
Yeah, but this weird cold weather we've been having, it's been killing a lot of people's coolant systems and batteries. And
See, they got fluid in there and stayed.
yeah, it's got to be losing it somewhere though.
Yeah, because it was totally.
I think I see it already. I bet your thermostat housing's leaking. And the reason I say that is because I've done a few of these with that problem. I thought that's what was going to be your issue before, but it wound up being your water pump. But it's more common for these to leak.
Not bad. Yeah, it's bad.
It's yeah, let's see it right there. So I bet that's what happened. It's kind of, see how that coolant's kind of hardened and kind of dried up, except for that puddle right there.
Okay.
So what happens is sometimes you'll get like a little pinhole leak, and then if it sits, it'll harden up and actually seal the leak, and then you put more coolant in it and drive around, and it might not leak on you at first, but at any point it could just leak, you know.
Right.
Like, it's not like you can drive it like that, but that might be why it was holding coolant for you. Let me just get my mirror and check that area. Yeah, it's definitely it right there. So it's the thermostat housing. Yeah, see, everything's good over here. At least your water pump and all that's still good. So
I hope so.
I'm just checking because did you run it hot or anything, or?
No, because good thing that my thing goes beep, 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 pull over, pull over.
Oh, and it lets you know?
Yeah, and good thing, like, each time it happened, I was at a red light. I had just got off the interstate, too. I'm like, thank you, you know, God.
Why
Okay,
am
I'm going to take care of you, but it's still got to be fixed.
What is this green stuff I'm seeing?
Huh?
What is this green stuff I'm seeing?
And is that the coolant stuff we put in?
Was it green?
Yeah. I had a whole big gallon in it. It was green.
Okay, so it just mixed with this and
Yeah.
it turned orange.
Yes,
Okay.
it was green.
Gotcha.
Now that reminded me.
Because
like,
I see
And he just
I seen
poured
that
like that.
too, but it must have spilled when y'all poured it in
oh,
right
yeah,
there.
he just held it like this and poured it in. I didn't care.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm like, okay, well. All right, so now what's the worker?
Let me see if they got this in stock,
Okay,
and if they do, we can do it today.
okay.
If not, and we gotta order it, then we'll just schedule it later in the week.
All right, cool.
And I'll get you a price, and
But don't drive it.
I wouldn't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive
safe.
it.
Look, baby, I'm safe. I made it home, and each time you tell me don't drive it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's just a coolant thermostat housing. If it overheats, then it's an engine, you know.
I'm not gonna
So
do
let's
it.
just
The
leave it.
radiator's not broken.
Yeah, but it shouldn't take me but a few minutes to find out. All right, well, I'll let you know in a few minutes.
All right, thank you. I'll be here.
Gloves. So coolant outlet housing, I guess you could call it. And there's a temp sensor, I believe. That's what we're changing out today. Let's see, we're gonna move this hose out the way and disconnect these hoses and unplug that. I think it's like an 8, maybe an 8. It's gonna be a 7. Maybe a 7mm. Zip off our 7mm clamps here. That. Then we got this hose, this hose, this hose, that connector, and 3 bolts, and it'll come off. There we go. Oh. Spit up everywhere. Plug out temp sensor. Clamp out. Just clamp back here with our special little tool, and we should be able to slide this hose off. Okay, get that out the way, and that's done. This in here. Get our big hose out the way. Alright, so it's gonna be an E10. Looks like 3 of them. My ratchet. It's pretty common for these to leak on these Buicks. Same Buick, same motor. Getting this last E10 out. That should be it. Yep. Move this gasket. So I'm gonna take a razor blade and clean up the surface before I slap the new one on. Perfect. Here's our new one. Looks just like our old one, which is what we want. And brake cleaner can't fix. You don't have to over tighten them. You can just snug them really good and they'll be fine. Alright, everything looks good there. And stay tuned because I'm about to show you how to bleed a coolant system. Alright, so when I bleed the coolant systems, I like to use one of these tools because it makes it a lot easier. Just holds the funnel in place. Now we gotta do is pour the coolant in, we'll run it, and it'll bleed the air out for you. I've been topping this off, so I don't think it's gonna take more than a gallon, but we'll see. So it's probably gonna smoke because there's coolant like everywhere. I try to get as much of it as I can, but there's like a bunch of cracks and crevices in there that I just can't get to, but it'll burn off. But you're gonna notice it's gonna smoke a little bit.
Okay, my dashboard don't say it's overheating, I'm good.
Right, yeah. Right. Yeah, anytime your heater stops working, then you got a cooling system problem.
I should have known that.
Got the heater on. There we go. Yeah, see the smoke? It literally leaked all on your exhaust. Right, starting to get some heat. I like to raise the RPMs up just a little bit until you start to feel the heat start to coming. Once you got full heat without doing anything, you know, basically heat at idle, then you got coolant flow. So and then we're just gonna watch how temperature climb and make sure it levels off and make sure the coolant thermostat's working. I can see the bubbles, so it's about to burp. So that thermostat's getting ready to crack open. We got coolant starting to flow, so if I don't see anything bubbling anymore out of here, then that tells me all the air's out too. So Thursday night, there's this client I have, and she told me that she has some kind of cancer and it might take her out, like she might be dying. That was like a week before last week. But then last week she called and said, look, I don't know what's going on with my truck. She had like this really old Explorer, and she's like, but it left me stranded. I got it running, it ran horrible, I made it home. I have to go get my husband in an hour and I don't know what to do. I'm like, all right, well, let me finish up this job I'm doing. I'm gonna just run over there. I'm gonna just see if I can do something for you. Went over there, and I had to break the news to her that her engine was gone.
Oh.
So, totally ruined my day. Like, I just felt like this big, you know? Man, if I had the money to buy this lady a car, I would buy this lady a car. Like, just because she might be dying and now she's got to deal with this, you know? So luckily she wound up getting a really good deal on a newer car, and she was able to get it, so it worked out for her. But she's like, I really want the fuel out of my old tank, you know? So I'm like thinking to myself, you know, I wanted to help her out kind of like before. This is my chance, you know? So I was like, look, when I'm done all my jobs today, I'm gonna head over there and I'm gonna just drain the fuel out the tank for you. And she's like, well, what are you gonna charge me? I was like, I'm not gonna charge you nothing. I'm just gonna do it for you. She's like, oh, well, thank you. Get over there. I had to climb under the vehicle, pull a filler neck tube off the tank completely just to get a hose in there to drain it, because there's no other way to do it. Her husband's like so appreciative. He's helping me do everything. The tube slips out and dumps fuel all over me and all over the driveway. So then we had a big mess to clean up. 9 o'clock at night rolls around, and I'm leaving, they go inside, I get in my van and my van don't start. So then I had to work on my own van in the street to get home. And I think it's the battery. It hasn't done it again yet, but I'm thinking before the cold I'm gonna have to change it, because I know when that cold hits it's probably gonna take it out. But and see, batteries used to last like 5-6 years. Now they last like 2-3 years. All right, so I think we're just about done bleeding it. Got good heat flowing out the vents. Just gonna let it run a little bit longer, but I think this job's about to be wrapped up. I just turned it off. I'm gonna let it sit a few minutes and then make sure the fluid's topped off, and then we'll just start it one more time, make sure we still got heat flowing, no leaks, and then we're gonna get out of here. Take for a quick test drive. Alright, I think we're good now. It's at temperature, heater's working awesome. We can wrap this up. Alright guys, so that is going to wrap up this job. So we replaced the coolant. I guess it's an inlet pipe. They call it a thermostat housing. I don't know why, because there's no thermostat in there anymore. I think it used to be in earlier models, maybe. And like the newer models, I think they relocated the thermostat. I'm not 100% sure about that. That's what somebody told me. But anyway, we'll just call it a coolant inlet pipe. Bled the coolant system, and then we went and took it for a test drive, and it's running great now. So pretty confident that's a successful repair. I seen it. Oh, it's a cat. That's a big cat. Anyway, that's gonna wrap today up, guys. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate y'all's support. I really do. Hit that subscribe and like button if you haven't already, so other people can find the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.